Adopt a Camp started when we realized that those that have been affected by the insurgency in the northeastern part of Nigeria are not just the abducted Chibok girls. There were others in communities that have been affected, and there were others who I later found out are called internally displaced persons who have been displaced from where they used to know as home. So we started Adopt a Camp as a way of reaching out to those set of people, providing an holistic support. We went to Yola first, sometime in 2015 to do a needs assessment. And then we realized that there was, a four-pronged approach to the kind of intervention that they need in terms of health, education, economic empowerment, and basic necessities. So we started supporting IDP camps, particularly in the Northeast in this regard. But down the line, we decided to focus more on education, such that bulk of the funds that come to us actually go into educational intervention.
Imagine standing before a child, teaching him without an exercise book, not even a pencil. It's very hectic. What is he going to take at home? Must he cram whatever you teach him? He must write. When you are going to give him homework, where will he write it to? Some parents don't have the money to buy exercise book, not even uniform.
So with the educational intervention, we actually do 3 key projects. We do the School in a Bag project, where we give school bag in IDP camps and in host communities. The school bags are usually loaded with writing materials as well as school sandals. To support the teachers that are providing education for them, we give them teaching aids and instructional materials. The second project we do is what we call Learning Hub. And with Learning Hub, we set up dismantleable or collapsible classrooms in IDP camps or in communities where there are no schools. And that we do so that children can have access to conducive environment. And the third project we do is what we call the Education Fund, where we give scholarships to IDPs and children in communities where there are schools. The first mission to Chibok, which we called Mission to Chibok 1, was sometime in 2015 when we went there, and it was to do a needs assessment, and then we also took some food materials to some of the parents of the girls that were abducted. But that helped us to understand the needs in Chibok as a community that has also been affected. The second mission to Chibok was in October of 2016. And this time, realizing that there are children that have returned to school because schools have been reopened, there was need for us to support those children. We saw children who walked barefooted to school, children who had no sandal, children who had no book, no bag, no writing materials. And we thought it necessary to go and support those children. So we did Mission to Chibok 2, which was to implement School in a Bag, and then we gave 500 children school bags and school sandals. We gave some of the teachers few materials that we had. So in Mission to Chibok 3, we actually gave 1,011 school bags. And with that, we gave 861 to the public schools and 150 to the private schools. We covered communities like Mbalala, Daha, Ngadama, and several of those communities that are under the Chibok Local Government Area. So in all, we did 19 schools, 14 public schools. Those 14 public schools, 10 of them are primary schools, Each of those primary schools have nursery sessions. 3 of them are junior secondary schools, and 1 of them is a senior secondary school, which happens to be GSS Chibok, where the Chibok girls were abducted from. The school, even though it's currently being rebuilt, but activities for senior secondary is going on in the junior secondary school compound, which was where we reached out to them. One of the support we also got was from a young Nigerian lady who is schooling at the John Cooper School at the Woodlands in Texas. Her name is Uche Oguchi. She is the international chair of our Interact Club in our school. It's a Rotary Club supported club. And what Uche did was to mobilize our friends, community members, and they gathered a lot of educational materials. These materials was sent to another friend of Adopte Camp in Washington. Her name is Omolola Adeleosho. What Omolola did was to then, using our own funds, to send these 2 big boxes down to us. We also took it to Chibok.
My name is Donna Diglo. My school is GSS Chibok. I'm in GSS 2. I want to be an aeronautic engineer. This school bag can help me to continue coming to school to learn more about the science.
The reason why I want to go to school is that I want to finish my education first and get work. I will help those people that do not get it.
It is important that I extend a very huge thank you to all those who supported Mission to Chibok 3. From Daystar Church, Global Impact Church, Diadem Ministries, Real Woman Foundation, all the other organizations, including individuals. You know, Mr. Sheun Sule. In fact, Pastor Yemi Davis, I have to thank him specially. He's the lead pastor of Global Impact Church. I have to thank particularly also Pastor Nike Adeyemi and Yemi Popola of Reliance Limited in Lagos. I mean, these are individuals, Nike Ayodele on Twitter, and several other people who just put in their own bit in supporting. Is to say a very huge thank you that all the work that we've been doing is coming from the support of these people and several other people that I cannot mention. But the names are there for people to see. And it's to say thank you, but most importantly, that our work is not yet done in these communities. Boko Haram ravaged those communities. There's still a lot of Boko Haram activities there. We need to keep going back there and letting them know that they are not alone. And most importantly, use education as a tool to give them a better future.